In the party with me, of course, the one, the only, Kadal.
Me.
Him.
And to all who know me, which is people who have witnessed many of Mez's videos, as I hear him pouring his big old glass of wine, which really sounds like the better part of 30 ounces, you need a straw.
I don't need a straw. We don't drink wine with a straw.
Oh, just think of the effectiveness of drinking wine with a straw.
Oh dear God. Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm not drinking
I
wine
mean,
with a
the
straw.
only the only other thing that is more effective than drinking wine with a straw is actually breathing the wine before you take a drink. So you know the big sniff,
Yes,
HEA.
yes, yes. Which I
And yes,
would
no, I
pro-
am not a wine aficionado by any means.
which I would do if it was actually it's a
More than a six
Moscato.
dollar bottle of wine.
Exactly. No, 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 no. This one is a $4.25. Okay, four
Yeah,
twenty-five.
you can't even get a bottle of wine here for $4. So I
Well,
can
yeah.
barely get a Tim Hortons coffee for $4.
Well, no, 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 no. Make no mistake about it. I spend more at Starbucks than I do because the coffee I get, which is a white chocolate venti, is 6.75, 6.85 now. They raised the price. So yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? Thanks to Kadal and everybody else, I figured out how to get next week's daily race uh, early, earlier than Sunday, which is
So you went to what's his name's channel and got the posting early?
yeah,
Not
uh,
Omega's, but the actual
yeah.
guy who leaks the information.
Mm-hmm. Leak
Okay,
is
so what's
such a
next
dirty
week's
word.
tracks? Okay, one of them, well, it's true though, but one of them is In the Rain, Group 4. That's
Well, possibly in the rain.
Spa. No, there's no possibly about it. The last Spa race, now they've pretty much thrown Spa to the under the Gods of Weather bus.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really no, if it's going to rain, it's going to rain.
Okay, well,
How many
just
laps is it? 5. So you might get the rain at the last lap.
right. Oh,
I'm
wait a
roaming
minute.
around my kitchen.
Okay, you roam around your kitchen. I'm gonna see if Island has made a dent in trying to catch me. Oh,
Well, the reason why I'm roaming around my kitchen is two reasons. One, I kind of want something and don't know what it is, and two, I'm really tired.
oh,
I
okay.
don't. I must be catching my daughter's cold because I don't know why I'm tired. I slept till like fucking 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Then again,
Alrighty,
I didn't
so
go to
now.
bed until I don't know 6 a.m. or something.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I went through, did last night's stream, and then I caught a mega stream afterwards. He got his 2,000 subs, so it was like Mazel Tov, congratulations, so on and so forth. And no, Island is not making a dent anywhere near. Actually, his time hasn't changed. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here and I'm going to go to the lobbies because I've actually already got both the daily race C for next week and the daily race B pre-programmed. Tonight we are going to be doing what will be daily race C, which is Spa. Um, I'm gonna
So
run.
you were
I'm gonna
saying
run.
you want me to pop on and steal your settings and then make a lobby so that you can have one glitch free?
uh, sure. You just got done saying you were tired, so load settings
Tired from
complete.
racing in public.
Ah, okay. Actually, I think it's only 6 laps. I think it's 6 laps. Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure that. Okay. Friends only. Ms. Race for real. Yep, 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 yep.
Well, I haven't been on the VR. Well, no, that's a lie. I was on VR earlier playing Call of the Mountain. But I haven't been on VR racing all day and haven't been in my sim rig all day, so.
Oh, okay.
Simply put, I'm feeling out of sorts.
Okay, so my plan is I'm going to go through every Group 4 car that's a mid-engine first. Now, I did a count earlier, and I've got 24 different Group 3 cars.
Okay, yeah, so you definitely want me to start the lobby so you can switch in and out easier.
And then on Group 4, at the time, I only had 10. Now I'm all the way up to 14 thanks to a money track. So
I had no recollection of the events in question.
I now have 14 Group 4 cars, but I'm going to start with all the mid-engines because anybody who's seen the stream, loved the 4GT, have fallen in love with the Audi R8, so on and so forth.
You're welcome. Again.
So these are my 14 Group 4 cars.
Did not mean to push you in the direction of the Audi, just thought you'd do well in it.
Now, the funny part about it is I actually, and yes, we will be during this stream testing out the Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead, finish
you
it.
can't say that about a Ferrari. Why? Drives like a piece of shit. It's a shitbox.
It's a shitbox. Extra credit if you put in the comments, other than Kadal, what movie that's from. So yeah, we're going to start with Citroen, and then we will just go in alphabetical order. I'm doing mid-engines first, so we'll go in alphabetical order. So the
Mid-engines
Citroen,
to the ones you own?
yeah. The Ferrari, the NSX.
Did you buy them all?
Yeah, the Huracan, and then the Megane Trophy. Now, of all of these,
The Megane is a really nice car. I don't care what anybody says.
right, I think that I'm probably going to put my best time in the NSX. But with that being said,
I think not the Huracan. I think the Megane is going to give you a lot of grief.
oh, and the McLaren. So I forgot about that. So yeah.
Well, the Megane's way tighter in the corners and at higher gears. This is what I found with driving it personally, anyway. Okay, let's turn on my controller. So I'm pricing a gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to be looking at just from full setup with VR and all. I'm probably looking at about $2,000.
That's $2,000 Canadian.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
yes, so
what?
that'd be like 1,500 American.
Yeah. Okay, so you can't actually, well, you may be able to. So climbing the hill, you cannot leave the Citroen wide open.
Climbing which hill?
The first hill. The only hill.
You mean slight switchback?
Okay, you need to, okay, there we go. So when you come off the accelerator and corner in the Citroen, it pulls you to the right.
Only on controller. For those of you who don't know, Mez does still play on a controller and a PS4. I'm impressed to hell how he manages to get to times he does. It's like a miracle. 30 FPS. There's a mess. No. Room details.
Oh, nope. Oh, messed that
Save
up.
settings.
It's only the outlap. I shouldn't care, but I'm using the outlap as kind of a gauge of, okay, when I'm actually hammering down, what do I need, where do I need to be at? Get off the sticky stuff.
Spa.
Spa Group 4.
I don't need that to know what it is.
Okay, now let's see.
Because you're setting sacred for it. Yeah. So
That's a penalty.
create the room. So load settings. Load a spot. A spot is loaded.
Yes, and oh, by the way, I have all the penalties on. So
Perfect. Well, I wouldn't create a room any other way. Because you can't really practice for a race if you don't practice correctly with the penalties. So first off, change car. I do not have many cars, so change cars. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12. And I think for my initial test, I'm going to take the Audi Quattro.
get up the sticky bits.
Right, I have to change my tires. Car settings, tires, got a good go. That way I can get my daily miles in from the race too without actually having to go do a money track or any of that crap. That'll be a penalty because I just slid out the outside shoulder. Maybe not enough. No, yeah, I was enough. Oh wait, does this car ever feel different from the last time I drove it?
So tonight's stream, I'm testing the cars out in Group 4. Tomorrow night's stream, we'll be testing out the cars in Group 3. Okay, so wide open, the Citroen gets all of 141 miles an hour. And even serving a 1 second penalty, my first lap was a 2:38.9.
That would be after you're out.
Yeah, that would be after my out. My first full lap, even with serving a half second penalty, was a 2:38.9.
Okay. Oh, I think they gutted my TT Quattro.
I am going to have to do another money track because I do want to buy the Genesis Group 4 to see how that does. 148 miles an hour.
70. I love my G70.
Love your G70 now. That
No,
wasn't
no,
always
no.
the case.
No, I've always loved the Group 4. It's the Group 3 they neutered and turned into a schizophrenic stepchild. It's the Group 3 that they ruined that threw me off being a Genesis driver. I think personally the Magan is going to struggle on the hill.
tugged that a little too tight. Okay, so the Citroen on the long straightaway after the hill will max out at 148 miles an hour. Okay. 236 even, well, 236.086. Okay, and second and a half barrier penalty. Well, wait a minute. I have mine set on light, and this current week daily race they have the barrier set at heavy. Okay, so 236 is a very respectable time. And nope, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, 2 seconds already. So now keep in
That's
mind.
all I have to lift.
Now, and as you guys can tell by the odometer, I just got this car. Okay, so 236. Now let's jump into the Group 4 Ferrari and see what we can do.
I don't own one, so that's the question.
Huh?
I don't own one.
Oh, okay.
But you're 10 seconds faster than me in the Audi.
10 seconds faster. Oh, you're in the TT at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. That's the Ferrari. All right. Load it up. Okay, so they on the Ferrari they took it from 374 to 349, and they put almost 100 pounds on it. What is that? 60 or 96? 92. They added 92 pounds to it. All right.
My screen seems off-centered for fucking sure it is. I thought that. I'll let you know how lap 2 fares. I'm on my out lap here. I can't remember. 7,900, I think. I'm going to shift at 72. But I think 79 is Magan's shift. Maximum shift RPM before shift. As I don't have a flashy indicator on the screen telling me when to shift.
Okay, so the Ferrari at the end of that long straightaway is 150 miles an hour, so it's 2 miles an hour faster. And these are literally the first miles I'm putting on this Ferrari.
Of course, it handles like a shitbox. Yeah, 7,900. Magan is very impressive.
Get off the sticky bits.
And don't hit the penalty buffers because they sure as crap slow you down.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
Okay, don't hit the bunkers. Mother trucker.
Oh, okay. This car is going to cause me problems. Okay, so I need to hit the brakes sooner than the brake.
You know, after Dragon Trail last week, not this week passing, but last week before, when that was all said and done, and I looked at the positioning of my wheel mounted to my sim rig, because of course my wheel's not mounted to my sim rig, it's just held on by the desk clamp, because, you know, for some strange reason the 150 doesn't come with mounting hardware, nor holes in the bottom of it to actually mount on the rig. Downfall T150. My wheel was actually twisted in the rig from wrenching on it trying to get around the chicane of death.
Okay, 238.071, and that's with a 1 second penalty.
Yeah, the discrepancies between your time and my time on this track are considerable. Of course, as we all know, this is not one of my fastest tracks.
Right.
I couldn't tell you how fast I'm coming at the end of the long straightaway before I have to start braking because, well, this car does not have a speedometer.
Okay, so I'm on my third lap, and I've as of yet to put a lap together without getting a damn penalty. And I forgot to brake early. Okay, so, yeah.
Come on, Fleet, don't fail me now.
Okay, new fastest time, and that's with a half-second penalty. Now, let's see if I can actually put a lap together where I don't have a penalty.
Well, I'm 4 laps in and haven't taken a penalty.
Cadell's a cleaner driver than Mez.
I'm not a cleaner driver. I just like this car.
I can't climb this hill without going off the track. Okay.
Lift just a hair.
Okay, next up on our contenders of mid-car, mid-engine roulette.
Try the Magan.
I'm getting there. I'm going in alphabetical order.
Never mind alphabetical order. You want a lap with no penalties. Try the Magan. The thing sticks first gear corner in third.
Let me put my hard tires and run a few laps in the NSX, and then I will get there.
Top acceleration.
There is a method to my madness.
No, there is just madness.
So they took it from 394 to 347, and they added all of 60 pounds.
Oh, there's my first fuck up. 4 laps in. And that was simply I hit a shoulder and hit the brake at the wrong time. So my left front tire is now damaged. I should be F121, F122, any of the F1 games. If I have damage sustained to my tires, I would be out of the race. This is how Polyphony Digital needs to combat stupid driving.
Agreed.
But I am not a big enough content creator, nor am I influential enough at all.
Now, are you streaming yours?
No.
Oh, we're not doing simultaneous streams?
I
Okay.
am. No, I'm not simultaneous streaming. I've come to the conclusion that that is just a recipe for disaster for both of our channels. Because, see, I don't want to be stealing his viewers while he is trying to get viewers.
Just as I don't want to try stealing your viewers while you're trying to get viewers.
Right. So whereas I can co-stream with him here and give my inputs as a co-streamer, and if he sees fit as time goes by, as he often has, point people in the direction of my stream for your all-encompassing gaming purposes, then it works out well as an advantage to both of us. But I do tend to stream a lot of stuff that if Mez is in my stream when I'm streaming something that isn't racing, he probably doesn't have any input on the matter.
No, but I just go through and just look at you and go, wow, that's interesting. Okay, and how does that work? And what does that work? And yeah. I'm that guy.
Yeah, or else he goes into racing and leaves my channel. My chat, not technically my channel, just my chat. My PlayStation console chat. Because as anybody knows, my party on PlayStation has 23 other members in it. So at times can get rather loud. So sometimes it's best to stream on an alternate party chat.
Or just stream solo. I've done that. I do that a lot. Even when I will go into my alternate party, I still end up streaming by myself.
Yeah, I've also come to the realization that I don't like streaming. Like, I'm kind of that 1980s radio DJ style. Like, okay, don't give me the twilight hours because there's nobody wants to work that shift and I have nobody to talk to.
Okay, so let's see if we can keep this thing on the track this time, climbing the hill.
And I don't have a very good voice for radio either.
I've got a face for radio.
You really do. Especially when you're missing your teeth.
Right?
Okay, so next up on the Mez show, guess us in the comments below on how Mez doesn't have teeth.
True story.
Yep, so everybody who catches this later on, write in the comments below on how you all figure Mez lost his teeth. It would be a barroom brawl, impromptu explosion, drank too much wine and kissed a toilet seat.
No.
You all take the guess. And then maybe someday in the way distant future, when there's like 1 million viewers to the Mez channel, we'll get an answer. I know it's early in the stream, but hey, like and subscribe for more shenanigans. Let's see if we can't get him to 10 subscribers. He's at 8. Channel goal for the week, 10. Come on, peoples, we know you can do it. I mean, if Osmond Gold can have 1 million followers, Mez should be able to have at least 10.
Exactly.
Because he's more entertaining. Sorry, Osmond Gold. No, but Osmond Gold, in all honesty, is rather entertaining. And I understand why he has over 1 million followers. And I actually stumbled across Osmond Gold's videos from a Dark Souls endeavor. I was researching stuff in Dark Souls, and then I come across his reaction to the world speed run of Dark Souls. And I about died laughing because it was so funny. So I'm recently getting into a video series called Gaming with Non-Gamers.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's this guy who puts his girlfriend in playing video games and then records it because, you know, she don't play games.
Fair enough. Settings, change cars. Next up, Huracan.
Group 4 Huracan might be a good car on this track.
Well, it took them near 100 horsepower away from it.
My best time is 1:39.443 in the Magon. I'm still in the Magon.
Oh, what you mean 2:39?
No, 1:39 because the other 2 minutes just don't count.
Oh.
Yeah, well, the other minute doesn't count. The other minute is just getting around that S turn in the first hairpin.
Fair enough.
It's got to, the longest 2 corners on this entire track are those 2 corners. In other words, those are the 2 corners where I lose 98% of my time. Shift up, bugger. I just hit my car RPM lock. Super Formula cars that are they introducing, are they F1 or F3?
F1.
I don't know if I want to classify a Super Formula as an F1 car. If they're basing it off the Toyota and the Honda models we have currently, yeah, those really aren't what I'd classify. Well, they might be more closer to the modern F1 cars, but coming from playing F122, they better do a whole lot of changes to their physics.
Understandable.
Because Mez has seen me race. I mean, a couple of my videos has seen me race F1 cars. I am considerably more comfortable in an F1 car than I am in a street car. Which is why any car like the McLaren BMW that places me, and this Magon is just a little off center, but any car that places me more center mass of the car for a driving perspective, like if the little convertible Suzuki had center mass driving, that thing would be awesome. Of course, itchy eyes in VR suck.
Yes, the in VR does suck.
Yeah, like to the equivalent of, you know, I have to fly this fucking impossibly large hunk of junk at night with IR goggles on, or night vision, whatever you happen to have to wear at that particular time. And then you get an itchy nose, or like the bridge of your nose between said goggles. I was never a pilot, so I didn't have to worry about that. I was the guy that most pilots were afraid to fly anywhere. I think you see this guy walking towards towards your craft, you're either going to be gone for a really long time, or you're going to get shot down. Mez knows.
Oh, I know. I've been with a few of those guys.
The best thing is I wasn't the type of guy that gets on the field and forgets what to do. I hate those guys.
You would not be alone in that.
I had a CO that was like that. He could sit there and he could drill you on base all day long. If you had a live fire, even so much as a live fire exercise, done. I was like, dude, how do you even make it out of basic training?
Well, yeah.
Oh, right. You're a senator's dad. In my case, it was a premier's dad, but yeah, I went to the American equivalent for the American audience, right?
Fair enough.
Senator's kid. Or in our case, a premier's kid. You were just here for the credits. So it looks good in your later on political career. Alright, so there shouldn't be politics in military.
There shouldn't, but there is.
And military people should not be allowed to interact with politicians. Unless said politician is making something really stupid and the military person, or like some sort of really stupid decision, and then the military person has to slap the shithead of said politician's mouth. Then that's the only time that this should happen. Personal opinions. They are, after all, the memoirs of a madman. They're Mez's memoirs. I'm the madman.
Really?
Well, you were the one that said this is not really a stream as in to gain traction or become famous. This was more as an analog of digital recording of, you know,
Yeah, for my
what's
kids
going
and
on
grandkids.
in the world of Mez. So,
What's going on
these
in
are
the
your
world?
memoirs, these are your digital memoirs, and I'm the madman with it. And everyone has to have one. I'm your id. Psychologists out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
That would have been a 35,399 had I actually been able to keep it on the track. So frustrating.
Well, 39,470 after 10 laps is still my best with the Magan.
I'm just pretty much jumping in for like a few laps here, a few laps there. Now, the next car I'm jumping in is a 650. I do have a history with this car. So, not much of one, but I got one. You got hard tires on?
No,
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
want that car. I have my own, thanks.
Alright.
Although I do need to change his tires. It needs new shoes.
It needs new shoes, and I need to take a sip of my wine.
I have two. They're small.
Actually, I had 5 big gulps.
I have really big history with this car.
Which car is that?
My Porsche.
Oh. Oh, that is a mid-engine, isn't it?
I have no idea. I didn't look. I just drive. Okay, so the Porsche, I can hold wide open coming up the hill. I do not have to lift. That's cute.
Oh, must have had a pixel off the track. Because I thought I actually hugged that fairly well.
Well. Let's try again. This is only a road lap. Relax.
Gotta go right now.
I don't know.
Ah, okay, so they do limit how much you can molest that corner. Okay, good to know. Because I actually didn't know that.
Stop
Okay,
molesting the corners.
So they want you to cut the corner, just don't cut it that much.
Depending on which corner. Seems about right.
So yeah, realistically, I mean, for this race, for the daily, like, formal official launch, you're probably looking at somewhere around a 230, 229. I could be way off on that. Okay, so the McLaren has no top speed. Ah, I hate the sticky bits.
I stay with the dirt.
No. Had I stayed on the track, that would have been a 2:34.1, which was my fastest time.
234.
2:34.199.
Well, I beat my Magan by about 0.2 of a second.
Oh, they're just going to add more and more to the points. Okay, so I'm pretty much just going raw. What's my fastest that I can squeeze out of the car, and then I will actually go through. And then I will make a determination on what car I'm going to use.
Based on its straight end speed.
Well, no, if I was going to go just based off straight in speed, I would be in the NSX.
Which is utterly ridiculous. Because the NSX is not a top end car, it's a acceleration car. Unless the new physics have changed that. Which isn't entirely impossible.
Improbable? Right.
Because before the recent, well, last two physics changes, I couldn't drive the Porsche. The Porsche was my red-headed stepchild. Or Bez's, the equivalent of Bez's schizophrenic one.
Okay, let's give this one more chance.
That's not bad. Alright, so 38, almost 38 even for the Porsche. Have I driven this? No, I don't. Yeah, I haven't driven this car since the updates, have I? Maybe?
What car?
The 155 Alpha.
No, you haven't driven that car.
I know, pre-update, it was not lackluster, but it was really hard to keep the rear end in place, even in VR. That 1200 RPM is crazy. I don't know.
Alright, so, wait a minute. Okay, set the e-brake. Okay, so 233.0 is optimum. I don't know if that's optimum through all the cars that I've driven or if that's optimum through
That's optimum through your
this
best car.
Oh, okay.
Unless you've exited out.
No, I didn't exit out. I've just gone through and like gone out, grabbed another car, and went right back in. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that Cadal has been waiting for. Let's get in the Magan Trophy. Alrighty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we may have a week-long contender.
Hang on, I gotta send a text out real quick.
I do know a Looney Tunes that used to do the exact same thing. Don't touch the gas until you're rolling on the track again of your own power. Otherwise, you get a penalty.
No. Even I'm still getting penalties even when I stay out of the gas. I added 400 pounds to this car.
Nope. I can usually avoid getting a penalty. Mind you, it does slow me down considerable. Oh no. Ah, did I ever misjudge my line there? That's going to ruin my time. Alright, let's forget that last lap existed.
What?
Okay. Spill it. What'd you do?
Got a half-second penalty. I could have swore I was legal. Okay. 235.3 in the trophy, and that's with me serving a half-second trophy. So that could have been a 234.5. See if I can actually do this without getting a damn penalty. Two 35.0. Okay. Okay, so my best was a 235.0, and it says my optimum is a 233.0, so I'm losing 2 seconds somewhere. In that car. But I've only got 12 miles on because that's how many miles it takes to run 3 laps. And that's damn some change.
Do you have the... wait, this isn't an MR, is it?
What is it?
The Renault 155.
No.
Or the
Alpha.
Sorry,
The
the Alpha 155.
Yeah, no, that is one of those cars that I will buy if I ever decide I want to collect Alphas, but I will never race.
Oh, no, this is a nice car. I just beat my Porsche and my Macan with it.
Ah. The only thing that I see against the Magan Trophy is
The hill?
the hill. I'm going to have to draft somebody considerably faster to actually...
That's where I thought it was lacking, was the hill. Porsche handles the hill nicely.
Okay, so that is it for the MR cars that I own, and I only have 189,000 credits, so it's not like I can go out, come back in, and
test others.
Yeah, I got to do that with Money Track. So, keeping...
I have a sneaky suspicion.
Sneak away.
That this 155 is going to be among the meta cars. Like, you just can't go wrong with 1250 RPM. And again, it doesn't have a speedometer, so I have no idea how fast I'm going. I'd need Mez to follow me around the track.
Well, I've tried to join your lobbies before in the past, and we had problems.
No, we didn't have any issues last time.
Okay, so hang on, let me go back in here. Okay, 235.0. Okay, that's what I currently have. And that's in the Magon. So I'm going to jump in Cody's lobby. And
for all of you who are wondering why he calls me Kadal at one point and Cody at the other, that knowing that my real name is Cody, but you don't know that Kadal is just Cody busted into Icelandic, or Viking, or Barbarian, or whatever you want to call him.
alrighty. You stole my name.
What?
Oh, the name of your track says Message. I was like, he stole my name.
Well, yeah, I just took everything.
He took it all, folks. You
I
heard it.
literally just copy-pasted your track rules and all.
That's called plagiarism down here in the States.
Oh, no, this is called copy-paste. Period. There was no copyright symbol. I cannot infringe on something that is not infringible.
Fair enough. So, we did the MR cards. 235.0 was my best time. So now we're going to do the front engine.
FRs?
Yeah. Now it's time for the FRs. Did the MRs. Let's do the FRs.
Getting right.
Oh, dear God. Yes, we're going from my righteousness to frickin' righteousness. An unexpected error has occurred. See, this is what I got last time. Time before last, I did not have this problem.
Was it time before last?
Yes.
Oh, it might have been the Dragon Trail. Now, Adawan had that error, and it went away when I tried to back out.
Well, you've tried backing out. As a matter of fact,
Yes,
last time you went as far as backing out, shutting down the lobby, and recreating it.
Yeah, I do recall that now. That was a bad memory. I'm old and forgetful.
Maybe they've gotten to the point where they're not letting PS4s and PS5s play together in the same lobby.
It could be the 160. No, because then they wouldn't be in my race with me. So that's the 120 FPS versus the normal frame rate. No, it's not that. It's got to be something to do in your connection end of it. I would say it could be something to do with my connection end of it, but I have no issues connecting to. Maybe my IP and your IP don't like each other? Or your ISP and my ISP don't like each other, rather? But anyway, I'll give it a shot, and if it doesn't work, because I know I can join yours.
Yeah, same thing. Unexpected error.
Alright, so you just create, and I'll join yours. I did last time, I think.
Alrighty. Settings.
Upsetting is right. I mean, now that I no longer do daily races, the one thing that I want to do is to be able to set up practice races for friends. And it appears that I can't even do that. F you, Polyphony!
Well, you can do it with your PS5 brother, and just unfortunately your ghetto PS4 brother. I think I'm the only one of your friends still on a PS4.
No. Zach's on a PS4, T's on a PS5. Zach's on a PS4. You're on a PS4. Smokey's on a PS4. The room is currently unavailable. Try again later.
I'm still loading in.
The room is currently unavailable. Try again later. I did try again later. You can double PS4 load times. Success! I probably loaded in before he did.
Now, I see you trying to load in. Okay, so am I going to... Oh, yeah,
No,
let's
like...
go ahead and stay in alphabetical order. So, first up is the Aston Martin. Again, we're trying to beat a 235.0. So, for my FR cars... Actually, just my front engine cars, because I just noticed that the TT is a FF.
TT
Frickin'
is
foolish.
an F.
Yeah, it's frickin' foolish.
All I wanted was some frickin' lasers. Oh my frickin' shucks.
Okay, so as you can tell, I didn't buy this TT. It was given to me in a roulette ticket. So
Where are my frickin' lasers?
I don't know. Okay, already on hard time.
Number 2!
Let's get on course.
Man, dude, what's taking you so long? I'm almost around.
Alright.
Alright, so we did ditch my dash cam for times in favor of the radar, so that I can see Mez when he's coming, so we can test out actually how fast this car might get on the top end, because, you know, I have no idea. Oops. Oh dear Lord, I'm in the gravel. He drives faster than me, so you really shouldn't take him long to catch up. Might even vinegar. Okay, I could need to shift down there, but that's okay.
Apparently the Aston thought that Apex was an ex-girlfriend and totally avoided it like the plague. Wow, that is my fastest outlap.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, too wide. Oh, okay.
That's okay, I went too wide too. And we got a 1 second track limit penalty.
How fast were you going on the straightaway?
144.
So I was probably doing about 145. Maybe. Might have been 142, because I think you were gaining on me. I don't have deltas to judge, so...
Neither do I. I wish we had deltas. In the practice
normally
lobbies?
do. Yeah, we normally do in the regular lobbies. The practice lobbies do need deltas. The practice lobbies do actually need a whole lot of loving. But, on that note, I am just glad that they have PSVR support.
And as I just got a text message, I'm going to go into auto drive, respond to the text message. Okay, so I served a 1 second penalty. I got a 236.4. 1 second penalty cost me 2 seconds. So if I could actually put one together, I'm in auto drive. Could all.
I know. I'm helping them along.
Okay.
I know you're in auto drive because your four-way flashers are on. I have to excuse me, I scuffed up your paint. I'm trying to get close enough to look in your driver's side window. I've successfully looked in the passenger side window. What? Really? They need to fix that in VR. I guess you are in auto drive, so it makes sense that there is no driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw it live on Men's Stream. Cadell's being kind of aggressive.
I am not being aggressive. Oh, come on. Yep, no driver in your car. Are you get control now?
No, I'm still not in control yet.
Yeah, I thought so, because you're...
Yeah, I'm better than a 258.
Yeah, that's more my driving. Did you know that there were people that rated this game poorly? Wow. Are you sure you're not driving?
I am now.
I was gonna say, because that guy just blew through that corner. And there was nowhere near. Now, stay close enough, get out the sticky stuff. Now that he's back in his car, I gotta stay close enough to see if there's an actual driver in it. Oh, I am way off my line. Did he get a penalty again?
Yes, I did.
I could tell because he looked to be at the penalty line checkpoint, which is a checkpoint that used to thoroughly annoy me because it's so far from the point where you got the penalty to where it shows registers as you got the penalty. Before I started learning and understanding the penalty system in this game, I was like, well, what the did I get a penalty there for? It's got absolutely nothing to do with there. I was perfectly on the track. So it originally, at first, before I realized that penalties aren't issued until the next time check. Uh-oh. Okay. See, folks, even Mez serving penalties is faster than I am.
I got on the sticky stuff.
So you did. He's way out there.
Yeah.
What in the blue hell happened?
I went a little bit wide, just a skosh, and then ended up spinning out.
Was not paying attention.
Oh no. I was paying attention.
Up to 140 or 240. Oh. I don't know. He was going too fast. I could not see if he had a driver in his car. Okay. What time of day is it? 2:14. Well, brother, hasta luego.
Alright. I just put my Aston in the wall.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad I missed it.
Oh no, I did it on purpose because I got another damn penalty.
Oh, that was over frustrated Aston into the bush. That's good, because it's an Aston. It's used to being run into the wall. Or at least any Aston that I run with is used to being run into the wall. I can't really say that. Alright. And that ends that. PSVR disconnected. So I did finally get my living room space set up so that I didn't have to fold up my cockpit and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done racing, now all I do is flip the pedals up out the way and leave the seat as it is. Which has been great because my daughter plays in it now all the time and I'm forever like, get out of my game chair! When she's not sick. Okay, what's the temperature in here? 17 degrees, and I feel it cold. That's because I'm used to much higher temperatures. I come out here looking for my salt and vinegar chips. I'm going to curl up on my couch, and I'd say watch a movie on Amazon Prime, but since I forgot to renew my Amazon Prime, that's probably not going to happen.
Right.
So, I'll go back to quietly watching videos while I munch on my chips, and then probably just curl up on the couch and go to sleep.
Alrighty. Night, sweet dreams.
Yeah. And we will talk tomorrow, of course.
Of course.
You know something I've been wanting to try in VR?
What's that?
Music Rally. I want to see if the beat of the music actually comes through the VR headset. That would be so totally cool.
That would be so totally cool, but unfortunately you just shut the entire rig down.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not doing it this evening. I have no brain capacity for that. I couldn't even make it around the track without running into something. That will be something I'll stream some other day.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. It will be interesting.
I'm sure it will. Alright, brother. Have a good one. Enjoy your practice.
Alrighty, thank you.
And, as always, you know what I'm going to say here.
Yeah, make it happen. Make it happen.
You know, likes and subscribes are always appreciated. Help a man out.
Oh, love his little heart. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do in a TT. That they made absolutely positively no modifications to. Interesting. Alright, well, that's not a good way to start out the lap. Oh, dear Lord, okay, auto drive. Trying to build up more muscles on your thumb. Oh, God, I love that woman. I do. Ah. This little thing's a little understeery. Alright, let's get past the penalty line. And that's penalty. Okay, let's climb this hill without... There's absolutely positively no way why that thing should have shifted offline. Alright, that car's a wash. Which, I gotta be honest, I really wasn't, yeah. There we go. There's that. Alrighty, so next up, no, that is so not what I wanted. Oh, let's give it one more shot. Okay. Yeah, no, that car ain't gonna work. That is so not working for me. Okay, so no, there. Oh, why did I do that again? Okay, you have to move the cursor. Okay, change card. Alrighty. This could be interesting. But before we put the M4 on the track, let's go through and, ow, that was my hip. Plug my vape in so it can charge because of the battery be of the dead. It is the bad. Take a swig of wine and let's give it the beans. Now I had the exact same steering inputs on this car that I had on the TT, and it kept wanting to go, well, off the track. Okay, let's see what the boys from Bavaria have done. All right, here we go. Keep forgetting the BMW actually brakes a lot better than most of the other cars, and it doesn't matter what group you're in. BMW stop really, really well. This thing has no top end whatsoever. Okay, now keep in mind that 236.4 is with me serving penalties in the accident. I have not gotten one single solitary penalty in this car. And I am a half a second slower. Yeah, there's not one single solitary sector that this thing is actually going faster. Alright. Sorry, BMW. We shan't be racing you this week. Alrighty, next up, the Corvette. It's Kitten's car. Simon, what are you looking at? My cat is staring intently into the carpet. I just vacuumed. I know. Alright, so we leave the weight as it is, and they just go through and squash the horsepower. As they probably should. I got to give you guys a blue screen real quick. I'm going to back out of one party and get into another one. Just in case somebody's awake. Let's see. Leave party. Leaving party. Start party. Alrighty, and we shall see if anybody from that party group is awake and wants to jump in. If so, great. If not, that's okay too. And you're back. Alright. Now, with this latest update that they did with polyphony, the American cars took a hit. Oh shit. That is my fastest outlap in any car. Now I can actually keep it on the track at full speed climbing this hill. Why, yes, I can. Now, for the American cars in the Group 4 category, the Corvette is the highest performance point car. I could have gotten on the gas a lot sooner there. That is my fastest car at the moment. Alrighty, so Kitten's Vet is my fastest car so far. And now for the Viper. Now, the one thing that you will notice about the Viper is that it's got some miles on it. Alright, so I'm going to mute my mic for just a second. I'll be right back. And yeah. Nature break. Alrighty, and I'm back. Alrighty, so there's that. I made some lemon ginger green tea earlier. It was on the stove in a pot. Had to go through and get it off the stove and into the refrigerator because, well, this is mez in a big old bottle of wine, not mez in a big old pot of green tea. Although, with that being said, that stream will be coming. It will, it will, it will. Let's get the Viper out and see what it does. Now, this car has got some ridiculous front end sweat. Now, this used to be the highest PP or performance points car from America in Group 4. Now, I would not be opposed to racing the Viper. I just needed to beat the vet time. .23.7. I don't remember what my outlap in the vet was. .235.2 with a half-second penalty. I don't think... Well, maybe. Let's give it a shot. Sure. No, that ain't gonna get it. Ooh, they give me a full-blown second on that one. Yeah, no, I mean, it didn't give me a blue on any of it. Alrighty, so next up is the Mustang. So, I signed with Ford with this exhibition series. So now comes the question of do I... Oh, let's use theirs. So they choked the engine, but they left the weight the same. Okay. Okay, so I am very familiar with the Ford Mustang. I'm so familiar with the Ford Mustang that I've actually retired one because I've got so many miles on it. Go through, and yeah. Oh, those sticky. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. I promise I'm familiar with Ford. So whatever my outlap is, add 2 seconds, actually closer to 2.5. Again, I haven't got a delta counter to go through and actually look at that, but I think on this track you actually have to do like 125%. Well, that was atrocious. So I'm already 2 seconds behind the power curve. Well, it's the factory car. See, what else have I got? I got the Jag and the Supra. Alright. I've only got 2 cars left. this is the third time I've restarted in this car, and some could say that that's favoritism because, well, I am a signed Ford driver. I just, yeah, don't judge me. Ended up with a damn penalty anyway. Oh, it's the out lap. It doesn't count. That's Valley. this again. Serious one. Hey, don't get me wrong. At this point in time, the Vet is my fastest car. So what does that mean? That pretty much means the only way I'm racing the Vet next week is if my daughter-in-law calls me and says, "Dad, race my car, please," and then I will do it. But if she doesn't do it, nope, I'll be in this damn thing. Unless... Alrighty, so... The Jaguar. They added weight and they took away horsepower. Whereas with the Mustang, they just took away horsepower. That seems, yeah, odd to me. Okay, let's go. Now, this is actually who Island is signed with for this next expedition manufacturer stage, is Jaguar. The one thing about driving the Jaguar is it does instill confidence in your driving. It really does. It's a car that naturally, for me at least, feels I'm extremely confident driving this car. Interesting. No. Yeah, I went at the way wrong angle on that one. Up to sticky heads. Ah, seriously. Won't let me crash it in the wall. Alright. And then our last car to try is Elena. So they don't mess with the weight. They take a little bit of the horsepower away. What is that, 51 horsepower away out of it? All right. Now, Supras are always known for their top end. Excuse me. God, that's ugly. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, no, it's going to be slower. Okay, let's give it one more shot. Yeah, no, I don't recommend that for getting out of a penalty. Because that costs time. Yeah, I just can't drive Toyotas. Okay, so my fastest car, with the limited laps that I put in, just getting in them and going. And some of the cars actually had 0 miles on them. Zero. Um, is the Corvette. So, with that being said, I'm going to spend more time in the Mustang because I'm not racing the Corvette. But I do greatly appreciate for those of you who have stuck through the end on the replay, because I have nobody in my stream, so which is kind of normal. It really is. Anyway, but for those who hung out this long, thank you. I do greatly appreciate it. I am thinking that I'm definitely going to race that. Probably run that again and that one again. Yeah, because I mean let me go back in here. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, because 2:33.8 is 2 seconds faster than what I got in the Magan Trophy. Okay, so I guess we are going to take the McLaren out. Yeah, no, we're not. Okay, and on that note, I'm going to end this stream. So, yeah, I know we put a whole bunch of miles on, but because it was in, yes, but because it was in online lobbies and not anywhere else, it doesn't count. So, yeah, good times. Honestly, I had fun. So, but I will end the stream here. Thank you for hanging out for as long as you did. If you made it to the end, I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I love you.